Hey guys, so here we are. So the signal now is so bad that I can't even go on Twitch just to post a message that I can't go live because I keep being knocked out. So the signal here is very unstable. Sometimes I have maximum signal, sometimes I have zero signal. So you know what, I'll just give up. And I'm sorry, I can't even tell you that I can't do this live because I can't even log in on Twitch. I can't even load Twitch right now to post a message saying I can't go live. So yeah, well, here we are. It's the temperature is nice. There's a nice breeze. There's lots of shade here. We are near the Alcube farm. They produce a lot of wine, mostly white wine, if you're wondering. But they also produce some red wine. Although here in Setúbal, this region is more known for its white wine, and I think green wine. Well, green, I don't know what. We say green wine in Portuguese. I don't know what's the name. If you also call it green wine, I have no idea. I don't like wine. I don't drink alcohol, so I have no idea. But I know, yeah, it's very popular, and people say it's very good. So yeah. So you can see the vineyards here. And then in this place we have some typical Portuguese forest with cork trees, olive trees. There's some olive trees right here in front of me. There are some ash trees as well. So yeah, it's a nice road for a walk. With there's some places in the sun, but there's a lot of shade. So yeah, as you can still relax with the shade. Lily is right there. I brought some water. I brought Lily some water as well. And yeah, I'm really sorry I can't be live like Mark was saying. Yes, it's very frustrating. I believe it's frustrating for you guys. It's frustrating for me. But something that I'm learning and more is that there's not much I can do. Sometimes I go to a place and I have signal. Like I have signal here. Sometimes like maximum signal. And it doesn't mean that I'll be able to stream. So that's what happened today. I'm in a place that I have signal, but the signal sometimes it comes and goes. And so, yeah, sorry, I can't be live. And we were so happy last time because the signal was actually last lives we were lucky and we managed to be on live. So I want to show you guys this big cork tree right here, which is really huge. I think you can see the place till when they remove the cork tree. Usually they just remove the cork tree on the main trunk of the tree, but as this tree is so big, probably very old, they remove the cork tree up until there. You can see here the mark where they remove the cork tree, the cork from the cork tree. So it's a very, very big and old cork tree, and it's filled with life. You can see the trunk; it's filled with beautiful plants climbing over it, and it looks really beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful tree. And I was thinking about something today before coming live, because sometimes I have a really hard time speaking about stuff that are meaningful to me. Because in the past, when I tried to speak about things that were emotionally heavy to me, all I got from the other side was not very good reactions, like getting the silent treatment or people getting offended. And so, it could be really hard for me, and it's still really hard for me to speak about some things. And I'll give you an example. So I have some friends of mine that have been distant for the past years, and I feel like I'm always the one reaching out, and I'm kind of getting frustrated by it. And last time they actually were very receptive, and we got together to have dinner, which we haven't been together for almost a year. And we talked a lot, and they felt I don't know, some part of them felt comfortable around me, but some part, I don't know, some part I felt like they were not so comfortable. I don't know if it was me, if it's my impression, but you know, I was really thinking, like, for me it's so hard to just ask if everything is okay, and you know, just be honest and put the cards on the table, like. And I was really thinking, you know, next time I'll be with them, I really want to be honest. I really want to have like and it's not like being confrontational or anything. It's like just having a honest conversation, like saying, you know, I feel like the last times I'm always the one reaching out to you and to try to do something together with you guys. I don't know if it's my impression, but I just would like you to be honest. Like, I really want to remain friends with you guys, but if it's not the same for you, and you don't want to, I don't know, if you don't want to be friends, that's fine. Like, just let me know. Or if, I don't know, or can you do, like, just, if you want to be friends, can you do an effort? Can you send me a message, like, sometimes? Because I feel it's on my shoulders, and that's not the kind of the friendship I want to have. Like, I want to feel like my friends really care about me. I want to feel like my friends like to be around me, and I want them to show them, right? And so I just want to have that honest conversation, and like saying, you know, if you feel like you don't want to be friends anymore, it's fine. Just let me know. Just let me know, and or we can be more distant friends, or I don't know, maybe I'm the one like trying to have a friendship that is not meant to be anymore or something. But I just want to have that honest conversation, especially because there are people who have been in my life for so many years now. So I really want to have that honest conversation, and it doesn't have to be an argument, it doesn't have to be a fight, just honest, you know, just honest, put the feelings out there. And I do feel like it will be a challenge for me, because I get emotional, because again, when I talk about these things, I'm in fear, because again, my experience in the past is when I try to say that I'm hurt by someone else's actions, all reactions I had were, oh, it's my fault. So it was always turned against me. So I kind of expect that. So again, I start crying sometimes, because it's so hard for me to have these conversations, because I'm already anticipating that they will go wrong. But maybe that's exactly the reason why I should push and try to have them more often, to show my body and my mind that it's okay, you know, and that I'm safe. No matter what happens, you know, no matter if they say, yeah, you know what, we don't want to be friends anymore, or no, you're exaggerating, or no, if they get defensive, I really don't mind. It's not about their reaction, it's about me putting my feelings out there. So we have some blackberries, some raspberries. Again, really small guys, because this is Portugal, this is not UK. You guys have a lot of rain that we don't have here, so our strawberries are really small, but they're tasty. They're very tasty. We have 3 ravens. These ones are very tasty, but they are also very dusty, because we are near the road. They're very tasty though. But these are the kind of fruit that they feel so good when you pick them up. They taste really good, but if you pick them up and you take them home, they taste really bad. So for them to taste really good, you have to eat them straight from the bush. It's a bush, it's not a tree. And again, my stupid bottles keep dripping, and I have no idea why they're dripping, because they are faced up and still there's water coming out. I have no idea why this happens, but it's pissing me off as hell. I have no idea which one it is. that is dripping. Okay, I'll stop for a while. Okay, so I put the bottle outside, one of them, here, to try to solve the mystery, which bottle is dripping. Which is very, very annoying. All right, so we have some fennel here. Ah, this is a really nice road. Too bad I can't be live for you guys. It's really, it's so frustrating. And I got a router and I was so happy. I thought with the router it would be better, but apparently the router works just as good as my phone. Like it doesn't, I hoped it would amplify the signal a bit, but it doesn't amplify the signal at all. It is a cheap router though, and so I do believe like these routers are not very good. But anyway, it's what I have, so. So now we have a bit in the sun. It's really hot in the sun, but hopefully I won't be in the sun for too long. More more raspberries here. Big one. See it? It's really small. Really small. I don't know if you could. No, it's too small. There's a lot of them, but they are all near the road, so they're all a bit dusty. They are so tasty though. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, you can see them. There's one, a big one here. Mmm. Well, at least I'm eating. So in my land, I have a lot of these. They are also very good. But since my land is further up north, if they are good, they are ripe here, it means that in my land they are still not ripe. Hopefully when I go next week, we'll see. They're very good. Really nice. There are many of them. So I don't know when I will see this one with you guys, probably on Sunday. Because Saturday is my mom's birthday. We are planning on getting a cake and went to go to see her. Excellent. So I really don't care if they're dusty anymore. You know, when I went to the UK, and there were big ones of this, big ones. And I was picking them up, and my French musician friends, they were, are you eating those? Those are in the street and you should wash them, and all this hygienic sanitary stuff that like it pisses me off, because it's like it's such a fearful speech, you know, like yes, they are in the city, but they were in a place that it wasn't even a country road. Like here they are a bit dusty because they have the dust from the road when the cars pass, but that gets dust, like you're not gonna die for eating a bit of dust. And those ones were in a road near a river where it was a road with only bikes and people. There weren't even cars allowed on that road, and they were panicking like, oh, you're eating that, those are outside, and like, yeah, they are outside, but why should I wash? Like, what's the worst thing that can, these are in the trees, they are not near the floors. So first they said, oh, the dogs can piss on it. Like, no, they are up, they are not, like they're 1 meter up, no dog can reach to pee in here. And then they were like, oh, but they can have bird poo, nobody will die from eating. Like I could see if there were some bird poo on it or not, like, but they were so afraid, they were so scared. I'm like in the old days people would eat from fruits everywhere. Of course there wasn't the pollution that there is nowadays, but like there's an extreme. These are plants, these are bushes that are outside, they are not treated, they don't have pesticide or anything. This one tastes so good. But people are so afraid, they are so fearful. And nothing happened. No, I ate that, nothing happened. Oh, these ones are beautiful, big ones here. Milk. This one is a bit bigger. Mmm. It's and nobody tried, and they were so tasty. And yeah, it got me wondering, you know, nowadays we are so concerned with washing our hands and being sanitary. And again, nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying like you shouldn't wash your hands or things like that. I'm just saying you shouldn't be obsessed with it, right? Because then it turns into fear. Like it turns into, oh, I have to wash my hands all the time. Oh, I need to be, you know, I can't eat things outside. I need to wash all my vegetables and all my fruits. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying, like, sometimes it's too much. You know, it starts being living out of fear. And you're not supposed to be living out of fear. And if you're wondering, like, I don't ever remember having a food poisoning or anything like that. I mean, I had one food poisoning. I had one in many months. But I had it, my dad had it, so it was something that both of us ate. And it was something in the soup. My dad put some vegetable in the soup that wasn't right or something. My dad, you know, he's getting a bit old. Sometimes it doesn't, some vegetable was wrong or something, but it didn't taste, it tastes normally. Lily, there's a car coming. Anda, para aqui para cima, anda. Anda cá para cima, anda. Ai, que linda. Ai, que linda. Anda cá, anda cá. Shh. Lily. There we go. So it wasn't anything that I ate outside. Oh, sorry, a lot of dust. So it wasn't anything that I ate outside. It wasn't something that wasn't washed. I mean, the soup was boiled, so it was nothing like that. It was, but something definitely was wrong on those, on one of those vegetables. So yeah, that was, but you know, I healed myself without, I didn't take any medicine. I just let my body do its thing. And then my body asked me to be without food for 1 day. And so I went 1 day almost without eating anything. just resting and letting my body do its purge. And that was it. Next day I was fine. And again, you know, I'm not against medicine, I'm not against pills, I'm against the excess use of pills and medicine, right? Give your body a chance to heal by itself, because that's how you build your immune system. It's not like numbing it, it's not like numbing it with pills, it's letting it do its own thing. And I do believe most times pills are totally unnecessary. Not all the times, okay? There are times when pills are necessary. This is fennel, lots of fennel, big fennel here. And there's the vineyard there. So we are just next to the vineyard. So basically this road, then it continues up, but then it has a lot of sun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going till the end of the road and then coming back through the same road. So it won't be a circular circuit like I like to do, but if I want to remain in the shade, yeah, that's what I should do. There's a nice wind today, nice breeze. That helps. More berries. This is a really nice, this would be a really nice place to live, except for the signal. So the phone signal is not very good. I mean, it depends on your profession, but if you're like me that you need internet, it's not very good. There's someone listening to loud music up ahead. Which is something that, you know, I find more and more odd. When I was a kid, especially when I was a teenager, I used to listen to very loud music. And when I was in the band, oh gosh, I was listening to loud music all the time. And now, you know, I get to one point, sometimes I can listen like 1-2 songs really high and then I have to tone it down because I can't. It's like I started to get, my ears start getting tired. And I appreciate music in a lower level. So there are a lot of these berries. I have no idea what they are. I just wanted to show you to you guys. They're really beautiful. But I have no idea what they are, and I don't know if they're edible or not. I'm not going to find out. Well, everything is edible, even if it's just once. There's some dance music in here. Oh wow, so many oranges on the floor. What a waste. So many oranges. Look at this. Can you see the oranges? I don't think so. They're in the floor there. I don't know if you can see them or not. I don't think you can see them there, but there are so many on the floor, and it's a shame. They're rotten now, but I don't like to see fruit going to waste. When I had some fruit trees, what I used to do is like I would do anything I can with the fruit. Ice cream sometimes. 2 doggies. We don't need no education. but it's a dance version. We don't need no Fox control. So this is the flower that then gives those eatable fruits. They're called figs. They're not real figs, they are a different thing. Leave those kids alone. Lily, Lily, Linda, Lily. Yeah. So they are barking at my dog. You can see them. They'll shut up eventually, I think. So, you know, today I had an interesting conversation still in the... You remember what I discussed in my previous email, that things right now are not built to last. They are just built to last for a couple of years. Then you have to buy the most recent version or the most recent one. So I had someone say that one argument for that is also because technology is evolving fast and things that are good right now will be surpassed in 1 year or so. I understand that, and I'm not against technology. What I'm against is being forced to buy a more recent model just because my old one is obsolete. For example, I have a 6-year-old phone that I absolutely love. I wouldn't want another phone. It's still very fast. It still works just fine, but it doesn't have updates. It hasn't had updates for a while. And up until now, I still have all the apps I want and all the apps I need. But recently, it happened that I wanted to install an app that wasn't available for my phone anymore, for my Android version. And so, I mean, I can update it. There's a way, like not an official way, but there's a way that you can update, that you can put another software on your phone. But thing is, sometimes that makes some things not work very well, that can ruin the camera, that can ruin the Bluetooth. I had a friend who used to do that with his Samsung, and I see him constantly having issues either with his Bluetooth or microphone and whatever. So I don't want to do that unless it gets completely necessary. Up until then, you know, just going to stick with this. But that's what pisses me off. Like, why can't I have updates for my phone? I wouldn't even mind paying for them, to be honest. At this point, I wouldn't even mind if I had to pay something. Of course, not too much, but if I could pay something to update my phone so I can keep up. And my phone is more than capable for it. It has a good processor, so it's not even a hardware issue. It's a software issue, and that really pisses me off, you know? So even if that's the thing, and that's what pisses me off. That's what I'm against, is like being forced into buying something that I don't want to buy. Being forced to update, you know? I'm not against updates, I'm not against new phones, and I'm not against technology. I'm against being forced to update because there's no support for older software, or not older software, but older hardware, right? Also older software. But yeah, you know, that's the way things are built right now. I can't tell if there's a car coming. If it's just the wind. I think it's just the wind. It's another farm entrance here. Really cool. I'll drink some water, and I'll give some water to Lily as well. I'm a bit tired. So I'm going to sit, drink some water, and give Lily some water. All right, here we go again. I drank some water, Lily drank some water. We're back on the road. This is a nice road here. Lots of nice shade. And we just arrived to the end of the road. I was thinking, yeah, it must be already, not the end, because the road goes on, but like I told you, we are not doing a circular route today. So here you can see there's the path splits. One goes up, and that's usually the route I do, and the other goes on, and it goes to a different place. You can also, this is you can travel in this road by car. Well, you saw cars, but it's a two-way road, and it has a way out. So if you take this road, you go to you get to a national road on the other side. I've driven it with my BMW. I've driven it with my van. It's really fun to drive on the BMW, but everything that is dirt road, it's fun to drive on the Beamer, because the Beamer has it has how you say it in English? Oh gosh. Rear traction, but it's not rear traction. It has a different name. I think you know what I mean when I say rear traction. So basically the back tires are the ones that are doing the movement, not the front ones. And so if you're driving, if you ever driven a car with like that, usually Mercedes and BMW has those. It's really fun to drive on the dirt road, because you just push the gas a bit and the car slides. But it's a controlled slide. You can actually control it, because you don't have to go extra fast to do it. You can do it even going slow. So you can do it and have fun without putting yourself and your car in danger. And so it's really nice. So Lily found a really big stick. Opa, Lily. Your paw. There she goes. There she goes. Oh gosh. Crazy dog. Pauzinho, Lily. Ai, que linda. Meu pauzinho. Pauzinho. Nós não podemos deixar esse pau aí. And then she leaves the stick in the middle of the road and forces me to take it off. No, Lily. She wants me to throw it, but no, I will throw it in a way. So there's this is a river that goes to the waterfall, but as you can see, it's completely dry. See if I can put it there. Yeah, completely dry. So this is what happens in Portugal during summer. Now here I think you can see better. Let's see. Can you see there the river? Yeah, you can. Completely dry. Now going back to the house with the dogs. And I'm a bit tired. I went for a run this morning. I thought if I should, but I haven't gone. Now I'm going for a run every other day. So one day I go, another day I don't. But I haven't gone for 3 straight days, and I was like, oh gosh, today I really have to go. And so I went, but now I'm feeling tired, of course. But you know, that's just the way it is. I'm tired, but I'm not like dying. Just a bit tired. I can go slower. I don't have to walk too fast. See, I need one of those machines for my land. Maybe one day. Here are the dogs. Lily! Lily! I don't want Lily to go there and just make it worse. Vem cá, isso. Vem cá. Aqui ao pé da dona. Vem cá. Aqui, aqui, aqui. Aqui ao pé da dona. Isso. Lily! There's an open gate here. I don't think it was open when I passed here. Weird. Lily! And aqui. Aqui, Lily! Shh! Aqui. Anda cá! Shh! I'm trying to teach her to... Anda cá! Aqui. Trying to teach her to... Anda cá! Aqui. Shh! Lily! 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 Não estás a ouvir a dona? Ei! Ei! Lily! Shh! Aqui. Anda cá. Anda cá. Shh! Ah, vai. Okay. So, she's a bit stubborn, but we'll get there. They're French. Lily has a really hard time, you know, just sticking on my side. She's very active. She just always likes to run in the front, and it's really tiring for me. I'm constantly having to call her. I don't mind her going forward, you know, but I also would like that she would respect when I need her to be on my side. But yeah, it's a learning experience. And now she just has too much energy. Usually when I go to Coimbra, when I go to my land, and she gets to roam free for 2 or 3 days, usually on the 4th day she starts slowing down and relaxing and being more obedient. So she has a lot of energy inside her. It's not always easy. Yeah, I take her to the park every day. Most times 3 times per day, sometimes less. Today she went to the park in the morning. She didn't went at lunchtime as usually she goes, but she's here with me right now, so we are going for a walk right now. And again, another stick on the road that I have to remove it and just take it to a place that she can't go to fetch it. Lily, anda cá, deixa o pau. So I don't know if you can see the grapes. I think you can. So this year, so it was a lot of sun. So the grapes are already really dark. They almost seem ripe. But I was talking to a lady this morning. I went to paint I went to paint not someone's house, but a bit of someone's house this morning. And I was talking to a lady because she has a small vineyard. And she was saying, you know, they seem ripe, but they are not. But it's weird because grapes are not supposed to be this color at this time of the year. So they're just supposed to turn this color in 1 month from now almost. So they are, you know, changing color really fast, but they are not ripe. They are not sweet. They are actually very sour or bitter. And so, yeah, I don't know what will happen at the time that they're supposed to be ripe. I usually go to help that lady because then she offers you go there, you help them collect the grapes, and then they offer you lunch, and they also share the wine. But Lily, Aneka, there's a car coming. Aneki. Oh, actually it went that way. I panicked for nothing. So I was saying, you know, last year I went to help her, not because of the wine, because I don't drink. They take that really strangely, because they you know, people they do their own wine, so people take a lot of pride in their wine. But for me, it's like a matter of principle. I really don't want to drink alcohol, and I don't like wine at all. Like, I would throw up the wine, which would be even worse. But it's hard for them. It's hard for them, which makes it hard for me to say no. Because for them, like, they really want you to try the wine, and they really want to share the wine with you because you're helping them to collect the grapes. So when you refuse the wine, you're like, oh, I don't drink wine. And they're like, they don't know what to say to that. And it's always a bit awkward, but, you know, I have to respect myself and my body and what I feel. So, yeah, it's not always easy. But that lady she's a great cook, and last time she did like this typical Portuguese dish that has a lot of meat in it, and it's all boiled together with some chorizos and prosciutto and all of that, and oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. So this is one of that's why I mean, I can't be a vegetarian, you know. Sometimes I like to indulge. And I do believe, like, that's the right thing. I mean, I don't know, because, you know, if you ask me, and it was interesting because when I came 3-4 years ago, I went to do an aura reading. I've never done one before, and I haven't done one ever since. But you know, I felt like doing an aura reading, and the lady was saying that I was going through a big transformation, a huge transformation in all my body, and even my cells were changing. And she started saying, you know, it almost you will also change the way you eat and what you eat. And I see you trying new food. And then she thought for a while. It's like, and because then I was like, oh, don't tell me, I'm not. And she's like, it's not really vegan. It's not really vegetarian. And like, and I was thinking, hell no. Because I never identified myself with just eating vegetables, you know. But then, you know, yeah, I started trying new foods and actually there's so many things you can eat that don't include fish or meat. And I do believe I was narrow-minded. And she saw it back then, but I think she also saw that I wasn't ready to hear that. I had a lot of resistance, like, me, vegetarian? What? No, that's not going to happen. And here I am right now. But again, still not fully vegetarian. But I don't know, because I've changed so much in such a short period of time. So I don't know, maybe now I say no, and then who knows, maybe in a few months or a couple of years I will go 100% vegetarian. I don't know. Who knows? I don't want to spoil the surprise anyway. And I've been with all my situation right now. My mom is not coming home. You know, my mom is she will be on an assisted home living for the rest of her days now. She's not going to walk again. And my dad is getting old, right? He will turn 77 or 70. No, he's turning 77 this year. Which is a nice age, 77. And I don't know, you know, he's still pretty independent. But I don't know, sometimes, you know, I see, you know, I have to clean a lot of the house because he can't vacuum anymore. He uses a broom, but oh gosh, everything is just, it's not good enough, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think I will have to come more often than I used to when I was living in Coimbra. I used to come here once every 3 months. I think I will have to come more often than that for sure. But I also feel like, oh gosh, I really want to go to my place. But then I also have, you know, because we started doing some jobs together, you know, fixing stuff and painting stuff and like, but now, you know, sometimes he does some works on his own. I do some works on my own. Today he went for work that he's doing by himself, which is great. Like, it's perfect this way because I can't be around my dad more than I am right now. He's a really heavy person. He's always talking. He's always complaining. It's a lot better now. Because I told him, like, it's too much for me. Like, please shut up for a minute and stop talking about the news or the soccer, or because I really don't care about what those politics are doing or what the football game result was. I really don't care, but he needs to talk about it. Like, so he's really heavy sometimes, and oh gosh, and it's just when I have the house for myself, it's like heaven. I enjoy his company, and I think, you know, because we've been living together now for what, 2 years? Yeah, around 2 years, a bit less than, no, 2 years. It will be 2 years in September. And he's a lot better. He grew up a lot. He's a lot more tolerant. He's a lot more respectful than he was. I think, like, it was a bit, we bumped heads for a while in the beginning, but now we kind of got to a place that we are comfortable. We both feel comfortable. But still, you know, I do miss having my own space. And Coimbra is not only about the place to live, it's also about the land. And I really want to start growing things. And to grow things, you know, you have to be there a lot more often. Even though I want to make it in a way that that I can just program everything, and I don't need to be there all the time, you know. But still, you know, I do feel like I still have to find a balance. I was thinking about going there 1 week per month. I don't know if that's feasible, to be honest, with the gas prices right now, because I need to have a car there. You know, that's the thing. I need to have a car there. And I actually don't need to have a car here, because here I could just drive on my dad's car when I need it, because I don't need a car that often, but I do need a car in Coimbra. So I was thinking if that could be in some way that I could leave a car there and then just come here. But that's the thing, since I have Lily, my dog, that makes it a bit more complicated. Not if I'm coming by train, but if I'm coming by bus, I don't think a dog is an option. Actually, I'm not sure, but which is a shame, because buses are a lot cheaper than the train. But I think in the future that will be an option. If I could leave Lily, I don't know. There's a lot of things that I have to think about, but I know the answer will come in time, you know. It's just right now that I'm in this transition phase that sometimes it's a bit difficult for me to, you know, because there are so many things that I need to figure out and I have no idea how. So sometimes, you know, my brain starts overthinking it. But then I don't know, there's also a part of me that believes that the right solution and the right answer will come at the right time. And I shouldn't be, you know, worrying myself with things that they will make sense in the future. Yeah. So, of course I don't have to take Lily with me all the time, you know. I could leave Lily with my dad, but that's also not always an option because Lily can be a bit misbehaved. And she misbehaves a lot with my dad. Not with me. With me she tones down, and with me I managed to get a good hold on her. Sometimes she still, when I say she misbehaves, like sometimes she starts barking and scaring some people, and sometimes kids, which is not very nice. She was never like aggressive in a way to harm anyone, but she scares people with her barking, and then we call her and she won't come, which is not okay. With me, she's a bit more like she obeys more. With my dad, my dad had already a couple of issues, and that makes me not feel very comfortable to leave Lily with my dad. Not only for her, but also for him. I don't want to cause issues, and so yeah. But also leaving her in Coimbra alone is also not like a very good solution. I don't know. I mean, she will have like I will at some point put a fence all around the place. But still, like leaving her alone for 1 week there, I don't think that's an option. Bringing her, if it was by train, I mean, if she could come, because with the train she could come right next to me. But I don't know if with the ticket. Yeah, again, you know, I'm overthinking this. You know, when the time comes, I'll see. I'll see what happens. You know, Lily. Anda cá. Anda cá. Anda para aqui. Anda. Anda aqui. Anda. Ai, que linda! Ai, que linda! So yeah, there's a car coming, and Lily behaved really well. Here she is. Que linda! All right, so we can go now. Okay. So this reminds me that I have to also clean the storage of my phone. I have too many pictures. I have to do a cleaning. I'm getting messages that my storage is below 10%. Of course, I'm recording these videos, which are huge, you know, usually when I upload them to my computer and I delete them from here, but still, you know, I have too many things. But you know, sometimes I feel like, oh gosh, there's so many things we need to do right now, like, and the more things, and I was saying that this morning to this lady, like, we are so busy right now. There are so many things that we need to do, and it's always like the more things we have, the more things we need to do. I was like, for example, with my car, right? I have like that thing. If I didn't have my car, I didn't have that trouble. But it's just like that. The more things you have, the more things you need to worry about. There's a car coming, so que linda, Lily, que linda. Senta, 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 senta. She's hitting me. Linda. Lots of dust. So yeah, one thing that I did when I came, well, that I'm doing in the last year is that I'm selling a lot of my stuff, and I'm giving a lot of my stuff away, because I just don't want so many things. I just don't want so many things. I just, want to remove, and I think that's one of the beauties of, because I'm fixing a caravan, I won't have a lot of space. And so I have to think really well, what it's important for me to have. And I do believe that so many things are just, you don't need so many things. You don't need so many things. And I think the less you have, sometimes, the happier you are, Because you give value. I was saying this morning. I do believe, like, when you don't have a lot of things, you give so much value to what you have. And everything becomes so much more important. And I see that with pretty much, everything. I was saying, because nowadays people just throw everything away. And you've seen the things I find next to the trash, and sometimes amazing stuff, and people just throw them away. They don't even try to sell them used or anything. No, they just throw them away. And this just comes to show that people just take things for granted, We live in a society that we take everything for granted. You take smartphones for granted. You take being reachable all the time for granted. You take having water on your plumbing as granted. And nothing is granted. Nothing is granted. Like, and when power comes out, when you see that, power comes out, and you still try to turn on the lights because that's what you used to do. And then lights don't come on, and then, oh yeah, power is out. But you see that, like, you're predefined is you have power. So one thing that I do believe, having this off-grid project that I'm building is like showing that nothing is for granted, And I will have electricity though, but I won't have water right away because I still need to. I have a water borehole, but I still have to get the pump and build the system, and so that will be. And I still have to, because I have the batteries, I have electricity, but I still have to buy the solar panels. So basically, I have electricity, but run out of storage and not producing electricity, which means that I have electricity for around 1 week at a time, and then I have to come back home because I get out of power. So hopefully this time I will buy the solar panels and at least put one, even if it's just temporary, so I can have power. We'll see. But building everything from scratch, it gives you like an idea of how it is, and it's such a great feeling. I can't wait, not just to, it's such a great feeling to be on a space that you're not paying rent, you're not like worried about anything, because the space is, well, considered legally yours, even though I do believe, like, we don't own land, we are guardians of the land, but we don't own land. Is not something that can be owned. Like, you pass away and land just stays there, right? But just having a land that by all legal effects it's mine, so I can just be there without being bothered. And not so I don't have to worry about rent, I don't have to, and then I won't have to worry about bills, because I will have power of my own, I will have water of my own, so no bills. No water bill, no electricity bill, and also I will not have a fiber connection, because I tried with my phone, and it worked fine for streaming, so I will only have to worry about a phone bill. So yeah, it's nice. And we are getting to the end of our walk today. We talked about many things today. And tomorrow I'm going to meet a person that I met on my Vipassana retreat. We don't live that far away from each other. And I asked her to keep in touch. But I asked her, I asked all of that, but most of them live far away. But she lives really close, like 30 kilometers away. And I will say, people always say that they will keep in touch and then they never do. Let's not be those people. Let's be the people who really keep in touch. And she was like, yeah, it's true. And so we are meeting tomorrow. I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy. Hopefully, we can build a friendship, because I really feel like it's so hard to find people that are in this world and in this journey of self-knowledge. And she's also self-employed, which is great, because there's also some things, when people work for other people, sometimes they don't kind of recognize the struggle, and they have different schedules. Usually they are only available on weekends, and then they are always busy on weekends because, well, they work for other people. So yeah, we are meeting on a Thursday because we're both self-employed, and so yeah, I'm really looking forward. Hopefully we can build a friendship. I do feel like we connected over many different things, especially on our way back. We talked a lot. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It's not many times in my life that I build new connections or new friendships. I'm not a person who makes friends easily. And the thing is, I can talk to everyone, but then I don't know, sometimes you connect, sometimes you don't. And even though I can talk to pretty much anyone and make conversation, I'm very good at making conversation, but to really connect, that's rare. So hopefully, really looking forward, not putting too much pressure. I don't want to scare anyone away, not putting too much pressure, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, so we're almost there. I'll take you to my van. My car is still waiting. I'm still waiting. I ordered some stuff from Amazon. I'm still waiting for it. Try to save that sensor's life. There's still another option, because I know, there's this guy who has but it's near Coimbra. It's not here, but he only has parts for BMW. So he has a kind of a junkyard, but only for BMWs. So I know he's the right place to go if I need a specific part. But let's try to see if I can save this sensor before trying that option. We'll see. There's a nice field here. I have a really cool memory of this field. Well, actually several cool memories. This field, at some point in spring, gets covered with beautiful flowers. And I have some pictures of my childhood taken of this field filled with flowers. One of them is with my mom. And I have short hair on that photo. And there was another memory, because there were some friends of mine. There was this, not friend, but well, I worked with him. He's a musician. He released an album. And he came to Portugal. He's from the States, but he came to Portugal with his wife, and they were around, and I invited them. They were in Lisbon, and I went to get them in Lisbon, and I took them here so I could show them around. And I showed them around, and I brought them here because there was the waterfall, right? I came here to show them the waterfall. And then this field was filled with beautiful flowers, and they were so amazed, and they took a lot of pictures together. And we had a really wonderful day together. And then a few months after that, unfortunately, his wife discovered that she had cancer. And I think after a year, she passed away. So this was actually their last trip before everything happened. And I used to say, Lily, Lily. So Rob, you know, when she passed away, Rob shared one of the pictures that they took here. And you know, this is so, you can think it's silly because I only met them once, but I was so touched, you know, because they were such a beautiful couple, and they seemed so happy together. They had like this vibe. They've been together for a very long time. She was from Vietnam, and but they had like this beautiful vibe together. They felt like so happy together. They were picking on each other like an old couple, and it was such a shame, you know, that she passed away too soon. And it was really hard for him, of course, but it was also hard for me because even though I was just with them once, but I saw how close together they were, you know, and in a way I feel so lucky that I got to experience them before, you know, before they were told. Yeah, and they were here. And so I do believe in a way this field, you know, they're still part of this place in a way. And yeah, it's one memory that I'll keep with me, you know. All right, guys, so thank you so much for being here. Here's the van. Going away now. Thank you so much for being here, watching this with me, I think on Sunday, if everything goes well. I apologize, couldn't be live for you guys. Hopefully next time it will go better. So, bye-bye.